What is the current situation at Garu, if you can share with us?
Okay, so Garu, the situation is calm now, but most of the residents are still living in fear, and most of them are still in the hospitals and they have not been discharged.
How many people or how many victims are at the hospital as we speak?
Currently, I cannot give you the exact number of people who are still in the hospital because, as I'm speaking to you, somebody can be discharged depending on the injury the person sustained. But I can say that roughly about 200 residents were brutalized from Garu and Timpani.
So, roughly about 200 residents of Garu and Timpani were brutalized. Now, yes. Gaspard, we would want to understand how everything started. According to the National Security Ministry, there was a purported attack on some national security operatives who had been sent on a special duty, anti-terrorism duty in Garu. How true is that? And I am sure you've had the opportunity to also read the narrative being presented to us by the National Security Ministry. How true are these accounts given by the National Security Ministry?
Okay, so about 5 nights ago, the community that is in Garu, some 4 men who were in a V8 Land Cruiser vehicle was seen in the community, and the vehicle was standing with a 1 number plate with the registration number GS 7520 2022. So as the car was standing there with the 1 number plate, they didn't understand why the car was there, and as they monitored,
if you say they did not understand why the car was there, the who are the who did not understand why the car was there?
The youth, you know, the Boku area is volatile when it comes to security. So they seen the youth of the area seen a car in the area. They don't understand why the car was at that particular area. So what they did was to report the matter to the police. And so when the police came and picked them up, they, according to those 2 people, those 4 men, later on we got to know that 2 of them were some soldiers and 2 national security. So upon interrogations,
so Gaspar, let's understand something. Let's understand something. Now, according to the National Security Ministry, when the youth realized that the car had been stationed there for quite some time, the irate youth approached the vehicle, asked the people in the vehicle where they were coming from or who they were after or what kind of work they do in the area. According to the narration by the ministry, they said that the irate youth, after being unable to ascertain the veracity of the statement given by the national security operatives, started assaulting them. How true is this account?
This might not be accurate because per my interaction with the DCE for Timpani yesterday, the DCE, who is the leader of DISEC, wasn't aware of any deployment of any national security or military in his area. The DC, who is the head of DISEC, wasn't aware. The regional minister, who is the head of RESEC, is not aware of those national security or whatever being duty to do whatever in that area.
So the regional minister is unaware of the deployment of the said national security operatives, as well as the district chief executive, who is the head of the DISEC. So these 2 entities were not informed.
Are not aware of the presence of those people there.
Okay.
So what they did was that when the matter was reported to the police came, and when they opened they said Land Cruiser, they saw ammunitions and then bulletproof jackets and other things in the car.
Mm-hmm.
So that angered the youth because per their interrogation, they realized that they were going to Boku. And I believe they might have lost their way and they were stranded at that particular place. That is was the understanding of the youth of the area.
So the anger came after the police found ammunition and bulletproof in the vehicle.
In the car.
Okay. And as of that time, what action or actions did the youth take after they realized that the vehicle that they were using contained ammunition and bulletproof?
So what they did was that they now did a joint operation. The RESEC, led by the regional minister, then the army that have a base in Bazoa, then the regional police command led a team to Boku, and the car was towed to the police station. So when some of the youth realized that was what was inside the car, that some of them now went to the police. We don't even know those youth that went to the police office to shoot at the car. So later on, when they now realized that was what happened to the car, then that triggered the mob justice by the military based in Bazoa. But
so Gaspard, let's understand this. So at the place, where did the police find out, or where did the police open the vehicle, the boot of the vehicle, to find out that there were ammunitions and bulletproof vests in the vehicle? Where?
So when they now took the vehicle to the police station, they opened the car boot and they saw all those things there. But the question is, if the military or the national security are coming to the region, there's a proper route they can pass to enter, because the military, they have a base in Bolgatanga, the regional capital, and they have a local base at Bazoa, that is in Binduri. You understand? Mm-hmm. So they needed to pass to the Bolga Tamale route to the regional capital, and probably report themselves to their base in Bolga here or either Bazoa. What should you go and pass to northeast to Garu? These are some of the questions we have been asking, and we are not getting a response. We are not getting answers from the RESEC, that is the regional minister, and DISEC. They cannot answer all these questions.
When did the police come to the realization that the car that was parked at their premises had been shot into?
I think that should have been that should be because that should have been on either last week Thursday or either Friday. That was within one of the days. The incident happened on 24th of this month.
Now, is the police saying that when the shooting or shootings were going on, they were unable to identify the people who probably might have done that? Is that what the police is saying?
The police is not saying that they cannot identify the people. You know, when things happen, definitely they will have to do investigations and get the culprit. The military thought that the police are delaying and the police have not gotten the culprits. So for that matter, they will have to do what they have done on Saturday night.
Can you tell me the cooperation that went on between the military and the police after the incident happened? And when I say after the incident, I'm talking about the final incident that triggered the anger of the military. That's the shooting into the vehicle that the four suspected or the four national security operatives were using.
There were full cooperation because I have some videos where the military and the police and the regional minister and all the DCs from the two areas came together, met before the car was towed to the Garu police station. Because if there were no cooperation, they wouldn't have come together to do a meeting before the car was even towed and the car was searched, and the youth got to realize that there were bulletproof jackets and ammunition in the said vehicle.
Let's understand this. So after the meeting between the district chief executives of Garu and Timpane, as well as the military command in the area, the car was towed to Garu police station.
Yes.
Now, the irate youth, some of them unidentified, went to Garu police station to shoot at the vehicle.
Yes.
The Army and the Ghana Police Service were collaborating to fish out the people or the culprit who perpetrated the act. At a point, as you mentioned, the Ghana Armed Forces or the Army felt that the Ghana Police Service was not being apt or was not expediting the processes, and that they decided to take matters into their own hands. Let's understand this.
Yeah, per my interaction with the DC yesterday, that is what he told me. He said that when the car was towed to the police station and the youth shot at the car, no arrests have been made. That is the reason why they went into the community to carry out what they did.
So what was really the motive behind going into the community and accosting people, mutilating or abusing them? What was the reason?
According to DC, what he said was that because the district have not been able to arrest the culprit, that's why they went to the community and did what they did. So I was asking him, so whatever happened, what happened in the community, was he aware? Then he said he wasn't aware that the military was in his jurisdiction.
The DC said that he was not aware.
2 a.m. Sunday, yesterday, that the people called him, then he woke up and got to the scene, and all the youth were lined up. Even some were sleeping. When they get to your house and you are sleeping and your door is locked, they'll break into your room, fish you out, beat you, take you to the center. They were gathering all of them. Even children were not even spared. Even there was even a certain house they entered and they conveyed money and phones, mobile phones.
There were certain houses where the military entered and took phones and
money. Even after they beat the people till the next morning, around 6 a.m. That was yesterday in the morning. Then they did some screaming, took some of them to their base in Bazoa, that is Binduri. Then they were dealing well with them there, brutalizing them. Afterwards, they screened about 8 of them and they airlifted them to Accra. As we speak, those people are still in Accra there.
We understand the military says that it has apprehended the individuals who went to the police station to shoot into the vehicle.
They are suspects or they are people.
That's what the police is saying. So you are there. That's why we want to find out from you. That's what the military is saying. You are there. We want to find out from you.
If you subject somebody to severe beating and other stuff, and you think the person cannot tell you that for fear of being brutalized, the person will not tell you that he or she is that person. If you want to get the right people, why didn't you allow the police to do their job? The police have been carrying out investigations in the town. Are they saying, are the military saying that the police cannot carry out those investigations, that they can just go and do a shoot and be beating people just to get the right people? So all those that have been hospitalized, they are not they think they are not the people. But why then do they brutalize them? These are some of the questions we want the minister. I'm of the view that the minister in charge should have come to the two districts by now to get the right information.
Have you seen any other high top security official in the area after the incident occurred? What has the regional minister and the district chief executives been saying about the people who are now at the hospital?
So actually yesterday, after the incident, the regional minister, being the leader of RESEC, met his team yesterday, and some of the leadership of the military were involved, and the explanation they gave them was that, just like I indicated earlier on, that because the youth, the RA youth sought into their car, that was the reason why they did that. And what the DC told me was that they were negotiating with the military to release the other people that have been airlifted to Accra so that they can be able to resolve the matter. So throughout the meeting, that is what I can tell you. But as we speak, I've not heard any top security officer, the minister, or anybody from the ministry being to Boku or Garu or Timpani to see things for himself.
Can you share with us the degree of injury the people who were victimized by the military sustained?
Most of the pictures that were privy to, some of the faces have been defaced. Some have bruises at their back. Some you could see one of them, the head. I think there's a crash or whatever. There's blood just oozing out, and you can barely even see the person's face because there's blood all over the face. Even those that they airlifted, I'll send you some of the pictures to Accra. When you see them, you will not even recognize them because their faces have been soiled with blood and other things. So whatever that happened on Saturday night is I think I'm sort of an adjective to describe what happened there. I don't know whether we are back to military regime. I don't know, but I think the national security minister should come to the area to understand some of the things, because what happened, the people are living in fear as we speak. Some of them are even run away from the district.
Currently, how is the security situation like in Garu and Timpani?
In the two districts, the two twin districts, but they are living in fear.